It is my 2-year anniversary for my dreadlocks. And that's crazy. I never thought that I'd get to 2 years. I thought that I'd end up getting very impatient. Apparently not, and I'm super excited about it. I woke up this morning and was automatically like, it's my 2 years. I finally remembered one of my anniversaries. Automatically ran to my camera, turn it on right now. So that's why I'm kind of a mess. So first I want to talk about the physical stuff with dreadlocks and everything that's changed within these past 2 years. The second part's going to be emotional. So if you don't want to see me getting emotional, you should cut out right after the physical, because I don't think I'll get that emotional, but more like the emotional changes with the dreadlocks. My physical changes within these past 2 years have been incredible with my dreadlocks. Even the past year has been very incredible with my dreadlocks. Now, the first year when you have dreadlocks, it's obviously not matured yet. There's going to be a lot of loose hair. It's going to be very unravelly and just recreating itself. Very difficult to get through the first 6 months of that. Obviously I did it, everything was okay. Then I got dread extensions. Can't really say how they matured after that. All I can say was that they're the size of bowl cut, and they're all super hard, shrunk up here. Obviously I had fake extensions all the way down here. So then had those until about 6 months ago, and that's when I took them out to put in new ones, and all you guys said, do not even put them in. And I listened to you guys, and I said, you know what, you're right. It's more of an insecurity thing with my extensions. What's the point of looking good? At that point, I need to learn how to start looking good for myself and not for everyone else. So since then, my hair, when I took out the extensions, it was very brushed out a few inches. So with that brushed out, because my hair gets very, very curly, with the brushed out ends, I dreaded the last few inches of them. They shrunk up to an inch, which is totally fine. But since then, it's been very great with them maturing. They're starting to come in very soft. The only dreadlock that's not soft, that is still hard, is this one, because I had to totally brush it out to the nub and then re-dread it up. And this is them maturing and matured already, and now it just needs the new growth to come in. It's already shrunk up and everything. It just needs to grow at this point, which is for all of them. They just they're all matured already. The rock hard stage is definitely over. They've definitely already shrunk. Now it's time for the new growth. Excited for that. I can't wait for them. Even now, I guess, because I did get a lot of compliments on them within the past few days of just oh, your dreadlocks look really good, which I haven't gotten yet since I took out the extensions. So that was exciting, because I felt wow, I'm finally at that stage where people are noticing, or I'm finally at that stage to where I get credibility for them. Because when they're when your dreadlocks are short, for some reason people don't really give you credit for them, and I've noticed that a lot. So with the longer dreads, you get more credit. People can see the time that you put into it. Definitely longer dreadlocks equals the time spent. So I do still have some loose hair, definitely under the dreads on the sides. Definitely on the back, I do have some loose hair still, but you can barely it's not even anything. The top, I don't have that much loose hair, because I can sit down and instead of crocheting, I'll twist it in my finger and make a little ball out of it, and eventually it'll go in. So crocheting, definitely learned, not that good in the long run. Your hair is going to mature a lot better if you don't do it, because crocheting will break your hair, and when you brush it out and you have a bunch of crocheted hair, you're not going to have that strong of a base to really work on, and all your hair is going to fall out, plus the hair that's already fell out that's stuck in your dreads. It'll just be a mess if you try to brush them out. So if you're ever planning to brush out your dreads, or you just want super healthy dreads, don't necessarily crochet it. Do other methods that aren't going to be as harmful. Another thing, obviously deep cleanses have really helped me. The only time I ever palm roll is when I'll do a deep cleanse. Deep cleanses have definitely made them grow and mature and get all the dirt out. They're not smelly or anything. Happy about that. The third thing is things that I've been doing for internally to help externally is I've been drinking a lot of water. I've been trying to reach at least maybe 2 or 3 liters a day of water, and that definitely will hydrate your hair, hydrate your scalp, make it healthy. I've been taking hair, skin, and nail pills like 3 times a day, like the 5,000 whatever for biotin of those that like they ultimately aren't going to make your hair long. It's going to make your hair healthy, which in contrast will make them long. So I've been taking a lot of those, and on top of the hair and or the water and that and everything, I've been just eating healthy internally. When you do the nutrients, when you take the nutrients internally, they're gonna show out externally. So especially like my skin's been getting a lot better, which is great. Like I'm not breaking out like that much at all. Definitely very like smooth skin. Hair has been coming in very great, not dry anymore, not breaking anymore. And I haven't been palm rolling the new growth, by the way, because I like the little lumps and everything. They're different. I love them. So definitely these past few years have been crazy emotionally for me. Because once when you get dreadlocks, you realize a lot about your life. You realize like not to try as hard for other people. The first year I was trying really hard to like look good and just hide myself until like I can look good, which is crazy because at the end of the day, who the fuck cares what anyone else thinks? And I thought that I knew that, and I thought I'm doing it for me, which I'm not talking for everyone else watching this video. I'm not talking for you guys. I'm talking for myself. Just bottom line, if you feel like wearing makeup, fucking do you, do it best, because at the end of the day, it's all our personal journeys. But the first year, I kept on wearing makeup, heavily wearing makeup. If you see it in my first year YouTube video to like a year and a half, you could see me getting really done up and kind of like trying to look good for everyone but myself. And I finally realized that that's bullshit. And I cut out the makeup first. That was the first thing I did. I stopped wearing makeup, especially because I was getting really bad acne. I was getting like really bad anxiety, depression, everything. I just needed to cut everything out that was unnecessary. The first thing that you go was makeup, which made my anxiety a lot worse for a little bit. And from the makeup went, okay, the dreadlocks, stop maintaining them, stop crocheting them, stop doing all these things to them, and like leave them alone. They're dreads for a reason. Leave them alone, right? So I stopped doing that. Within that, I found myself, and I found a lot better person than myself. Because once when you stop caring what other people think, like when you go to the store, even you go around the corner to like the like grocery store where you go buy your stuff, there's like the choice of, do I get ready or not? Do I like impress these people or not with my looks? And the thing is that like it doesn't even matter what they think, because you know what, like at the end of the day, what's gonna make you like attractive, make you look good, is gonna be the confidence within yourself. So I would leave my house with no makeup on. At first I was just so like, oh, I don't want anybody to see me, and I would just keep my head down and just kind of tough it out. And now it's just kind of like whatever. Like I feel like the people around the corner at my grocery store have seen me through it all. Like they all know me now, which is crazy. Like it's just so it's like whatever. Like I'm gonna wear no makeup. Even in San Francisco, I didn't wear any makeup when I go anywhere. Like I just don't really wear makeup unless it's right in front of me, and people are like putting on their makeup, and then I'll be like, woo, mascara. Then that's it. But uh, how this pertains to dreadlocks is that dreadlocks kind of teach you how to have patience within yourself. It teaches you how to have new growth with shedding new skin and changing, and taking the bad with the good, and knowing that no matter how much bad there may be within that first year of dreadlocks, there's always gonna come out better at the other end. And if you gave up on dreadlocks, that's fine. I mean, everyone's journey is different. It's okay. At first, when I first got dreadlocks, I was so disappointed with every person who gave up on their dreads, because it's like, if you could only just tough it out, or if you only like talked yourself into it for that much longer. But I can't decide that for other people. You guys have to have your own journeys and experiences, and sometimes dreadlocks just isn't a part of your like journey. So with me, I felt like it's definitely changed me. Definitely made me a better person at the end of the day. Like I know that there's a lot more I can do with my life, and I'm not ashamed of my dreadlocks, and I'm not ashamed within myself. Like I said before, within these past 2 years has been new growth, change, maturity, and patience, which is all things that I've learned from dreadlocks and from you guys and from DreadCode and from kind of taking a deep breath and stop living the shitty world that everyone thinks is okay with, because at the end of the day, you control your life, you control your world, and you control what comes into it and what comes out and how you look and how you feel. That is all on you, and that's like a big responsibility. Is that you're not ever gonna totally be at the destination of happiness. It's the journey of happiness that makes you happy. It's your attitude towards happiness that is going to make you happy. And realizing that within itself is like a big weight off your shoulders. It's not necessarily like, oh, I'm never going to reach that like ultimate happiness, because the ultimate happiness is the journey on its way to that. When you look back at certain moments, it's like, oh, I was like the happiest I ever could have been there, or like maybe that wasn't too good, but like your attitude towards it changes your life. And that's what Dreadlocks have showed me. Like, I've been through a lot with Dreadlocks, and it's been mostly a journey on my own. I've dealt with things on my own. I've been through things on my own, and I can honestly say that Dreadlocks is probably the best thing to ever happen to me so far. Definitely like the longest relationship I've ever had. Been through me through thick and thin, literally. And hopefully you guys got something out of this video, and it's not me just rambling really fast. So please comment, like, subscribe, watch the video at least. But on top of that, I wanted to let you guys know that I haven't been checking my email as much as I should. So if you've been messaging me in my emails, it's because I've been checked out for like a little bit there. I wasn't checking my emails that often. The quickest way to reach me is gonna be on Instagram. I try to check that almost every day except for like these past few days. Usually I'm always signed on to that Instagram. So please, if you're gonna try to like contact me for any problems, concerns, comments, or whatever, it's gonna be on the DM section of Instagram. I'm gonna definitely see that. Do not try, if you have something very like urgent that you want to like ask me or anything, please do not like put my name on your photo of like at DreadCode, hey, this and that, because a lot of those times those like direct messages on my feed I can't necessarily find or get to, or they like end up getting lost and everything, and it's very hard to find those messages. So either tag yourself to where I find them in my tagged photos of me, or in my DM. Those are the two things that I'm gonna definitely see. Now, I know a lot of you don't want to put your questions out for everybody on your Instagram. So DM's like really the best way to go. If you tag it, even tagging your photos, hashtag DreadCode. I do look at a lot of them, but sometimes I let them accumulate for a few days to really go through and see what I like or not. So you probably won't get your answer question within like a few days or something. On Snapchat, if you added me on Snapchat, I definitely see that. I can look at that. I know that deletes right away, but at least I'll see it. At least just say like I DM'd you or I emailed you, and I'll definitely see that, and I'll go to it and I'll check it out. If any of you have any questions at all or need a video to explain something, please let me know. I am here for you. I'm struggling for video ideas all the time. My list is getting shorter and shorter, and yeah, I think that's it. I'll see you when I see you.